Well, in episode one of uh, three. Well, in episode one of Jacob's Ladder, I think we've established that climbing Ladder Canyon near Mecca, California, is a good metaphor for what the real Santas United are trying to do to educate America's parents and help the kids lead a healthy and nutritious life. It's just as challenging as the challenges that faced Jacob. Let's continue with the hike. Oh boy. Well, as they say, our real Santas come from all three organizations: the Amalgamated Order of Real Bearded Santas, the International Brotherhood of Real Bearded Santas, and the Fraternal Order of Real Bearded Santas. And while I won't get into some of the issues, including the rivalry between them, there are good Santas in all three groups. And they recognize that it's a tough challenge. It's a tough challenge because, as I said, big industries, big interests, and don't think it's just McDonald's and Monsanto, although they're certainly poster boys for the evilness in terms of the American diet. But big pharmacy, watch your television. And the most common thing I get from parents, or excuse me, from the Santas, is, well, the parents are responsible for keeping the kids off of sugar. In fact, I was giving a speech in San Juan Capistrano. At the end of my speech, and I was going all the normal things about the hidden sugar and how the amount of the daily value of sugar is not listed on the food labels because they bought off the Congress. They got the Congress to leave that blank. I finished my thing on the Gar's candy. And he said, you're wrong. America doesn't have a sugar crisis. It has a parenting crisis, meaning it's up to the parents to keep the kids off of sugar and all the other junk food. Well, that I don't believe that's true, because I don't know a single parent that can stand up to the pressures put on them by television. I mean, look at your television screen. There's McDonald's commercials and everything else talking about fried. So my wife's favorite is this one where this gal comes on and she says, I come home from work and I'm so tired that some evenings I'm just toast. Some evenings that's what we have for dinner, toast. But today we're going to sit down like a good American family around the table because I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken and I've got a bucket of chicken and I got 3 sides. I've got a big tub of mashed potatoes, a big tub of coleslaw, which might be a little bit healthy, who knows, and a bundt cake. Isn't that great? And we're all sit around and eat that. My wife, I had to restrain her because she wants to throw something at the television. My favorite is another Kentucky Fried Chicken for the popcorn chicken. And the little kids are choking down this popcorn chicken, and one kid turns to the other and says, I like this so much, I don't care that there's not a toy in it. Well, folks, that's the American diet, and that somebody has to stand up to that. And I maintain only the Santas have the guts to do that. So that's what our real Santas United are trying to do, and we'll talk a little bit more about this when we complete our hike. But wow, Lord, don't let there be an earthquake. I mean, goodness gracious. Okay, we'll see you along the trail. Okay, this is obviously the first of several ladders that we're going to encounter. We're going to scramble up these, but let's remember what the Santas and the farmers markets tell the kids. We want you to be healthy, happy, and fit for life. That's our mantra. And of course, we have several things going for us. We have the 3 food rules. You can look at those in another video. And we also have the issue of garden bites. And garden bites are where we show them a little symbol that says, go try a garden bite. And all of the farmers in the farmers markets work with us, and they give the kids a little sample. The veggie people don't give them carrots and they don't give them apples because they know those. They give them little pieces of bell pepper or little pieces of broccoli. We call those trees because they look like little trees, or little pieces of cauliflower. The fermented cabbage lady, the TGIF, thank God it's fermented, gives them a little bit of fermented cabbage. The chambuca, if I'm pronouncing it right, person gives them a little thimbleful of that. The mushroom guy gives them a little button mushroom to eat. The Spring Hill cheese people, give them a little bit of healthy cheese. They learn to eat whole foods. And you know what happens? The parents are just astounded. that their child is eating fermented cabbage. And they think, oh my goodness, there's something beyond McDonald's and Cheetos that the kid likes. That's how the Santas can make a difference. Now, we're going to do some more. We're going to do some more ladder climbing, but we'll continue this in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to scramble up this guy, because that's why this is called Ladder Canyon. Ta-da! Look, we have it. We found some other hikers. That's Shelby going up the ladder, and here goes Joe.
Hey, Santa.
Okay. Ladder Canyon. Remember, Shelby and Joe, healthy, happy, and fit for life.
Exactly. We had apples this morning.
Very good. And I mean, look where we are. Okay, well, Helen, we're taking a break. This is quite a climb. Well, Helen, what's Santa's rule number 1?
I know. If you're hungry, you're really hungry, eat an apple. And boy, we are really hungry.
You're really hungry? Nothing like Ladder Canyon to make you hungry.
That's right. Yum, yum.
Always remember to bring water along on a hike like this. And for your energy snack, we choose from Haas Apple Farm, which is up in Tehachapi. We use the walnut and fruit brittle, which is all natural, no sugars added, etc. It's delicious and it's sweet. It gives you a burst of energy, which is exactly what you need when you're when you're hiking like this. Ho ho ho! Boy, are we having fun. Well, Helen, that hard part is over.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't we glad?
Look at
I've got a little bloody knee, etc.
You had to suck it in, huh?
I had to suck it in, that's right. Thank heavens I'm not packing that 80 pounds around anymore. But anyway, let's go up the easy part of the canyon now, and we'll talk a little bit more about the mission of the Real Santas United in the effort to cure childhood obesity. I think one of the ways we can cure childhood obesity is run them up and down the canyon. Okay? What a great sport you are.
Yeah, and call the fire department.
And you know what? I have to tell the camera, she's about to turn 70. This is pretty damn good hiking lady here. That's great. Okay.
The whole world knows.
Well, after the skinny parts and the ladders, getting back into the quote wide canyon is really a relief. You know, I have to say that it's always interesting to me how many of the Santas don't even know their history of Santa. If you travel to Europe, in Holland, in Amsterdam, there's a great Santa history museum, and you can learn all about the original Santa, Catholic Bishop Nicholas, Bishop of Myra, which is in what is now Turkey. He died in, I think it was 323 AD. It was way before modern medicine, but he lived to be 73 years old, and part of the reason for that is because he ate a Mediterranean diet, mostly vegetables, some goat, some lamb, and some poultry, probably chicken, ducks, things like that. And a lot of olive oil. No hydrogenated or trans fats like we load into the kids these days. And it really, all the rest of the world Santas are, it's not a matter of being skinny, it's a matter of being healthy. That's what it's all about. Rest of the world Santas are all healthy. Colonial Santas were healthy. It wasn't until 1823 when Clement Moore wrote that Night Before Christmas poem, and he brought us the jelly-bellied guy. And he did that, of course, because in 1823 the rich people showed their wealth not by driving BMWs, because there weren't any BMWs. They showed their wealth by being what they called corpulent, fat. And they actually had pasty white skin to prove that they didn't have to work in the sun.